What's wise, my people? What's wise out there? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. You know what I'm saying? It's Wise Talk Podcast, and I'm the wise guy who once was that fool. Yeah, we're finna get straight on into it, man. I think my subject today, I ain't gonna say I think, I know what my subject is today. It's gonna be about this again, man. We all can agree that 2 plus 2 equals 4, but we can't agree on what's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to break it down to you guys like this. We got old Gucci Man and old Pooh Shiesty Man. You know what I'm saying? We got Gucci Man wouldn't have a sit down, right? He wouldn't agree with Pooh Shiesty on what's right. You know where I'm coming from. They could get it right. You know where I'm coming from? So it comes down to it. They want to sit down and have a sit down with men talking. A one-on-one sit down, 2 men at the table talking about important issues of life, right? So the sit down takes place, right? For some reason, they couldn't agree on what was right. And they say after that, some guns got pulled out and all kind of other stuff happened. You know, chains got snatched, earrings got snatched off ears, and hey, money got took, and all this and all that. You know, it's crazy though. The whole situation is like this. I can understand, like, let's say Gucci Man signs Pooh Shiesty to a contract deal, right? The contract deal consists in certain type of album. Let's say 3-album deal with 6 years, 3-album deal. Let's say that. Now let's say 10 years with a 3-album deal. Let's say that, right? Pooh Shiesty gets locked up. Wasn't able to present nothing but a few songs, right? The few songs he presented, he ended up taking what they call it when you take a little bit of the money up front, you know, on the contract, you takes that, I forgot what they call it. Some of you guys out there that listening to me, y'all probably understand what it's called. You know where I'm coming from. So anyway, Pooh Shiesty, I'm not saying I'm correct. So allegedly, let's say, he took the money, right? And he drops this song. And the song he dropped, he wasn't able to pay back the money that he took up front. So let's say Pooh Shiesty is still in debt with Gucci Man, right? Let's say that Gucci Man want his money back. And that's the reason why he didn't want to sign Pooh Shiesty off this contract. Advance, there we go. Okay, boom, that's what it is right there. Pooh Shiesty let's say Pooh Shiesty took the advance money, right? And the album that he put out or the song that he put out didn't bring back the money that he took, right? So it ends up in the outcome of it where Pooh Shiesty, like I said, allegedly, he could be owing Gucci Man this money the advance money that he took, right? So let's say that's the reason why Gucci Man is not letting this guy off the contract, because he wants his money back. Still, I'm gonna say like this. When you been from the street, all money is not good money, right? You know what I'm saying? So let me share it with you guys again. All money is not good money, right? So I'm gonna say this to Gucci Man. When that guy came to you trying to get off the contract, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he probably owe you some money. That's the whole reason. Allegedly, he probably owe you some money. And that's the reason why you didn't want to sign him off this contract, right? All money is not good, man. In good money, man. Cut, scratch, and delete that out. All money is not good money, Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody on your team, man, that don't want to be on your team no more, soak that loss up, man, and let that man spoil apple. Let's say one spoiled apple can spoil the bunch. All it takes is one spoiled apple, right? So if this guy's trying to leave, you know what I'm saying, let this guy get on up out of, man, and soak that loss up, man, and let this guy move around. And the outcome of it now, Pooh Shiesty should have been a little bit smarter too about the situation, about it, you know. So, but at the same time, I understand what it's all about. You know, Pooh Shiesty, man, I feel sorry for you, though, man. That's all I can tell you. Pooh Shiesty, I feel sorry for you guys, man. But at the same time, it's kind of the same way. It's kind of the same way how Suge Knight actually did Eazy-E when it came down to him getting Dr. Dre. You know, he went in there with gangsters, with baseball bats and all that. You know, Eazy-E put the lawsuit down on it, ended up still getting paid off of that stuff, but didn't nobody go to jail. So maybe Pooh Shiesty won't get locked up. You know, we're gonna find out here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get off of there and talk about this. The reason why the truth was destroyed. Let me say this again. The reason why the truth was destroyed, you know where I'm coming from? With experience, you know. Let me say this again. Experience, right, gives you wisdom. Once you're able to admit to what you done wrong, the wisdom, the experience, excuse me, cut and scratch that out. Once you're able to admit to what you did wrong, experience gives you wisdom. You know where I'm coming from? And once you soak up the wisdom, you'll understand this right here. Nothing changed but names, dates, and time. You know where I'm coming from? And once you understand nothing changed but name, dates, and time, what kicks in is common sense. You know where I'm coming from? And when this common sense kick in, this is what happens when the common sense kicks in. You realize what could have took place or what kind of lie that could have been told, right? So this is the reason why, my opinion, allegedly, I feel, the truth back in the days was put in vaults, you know? And if it wasn't put in vaults, it was destroyed. You know where I'm coming from? So when you destroy the truth and put it in vaults to cover up the truth to where it can't come out, it all goes back to this right here. Taxes and income. You know where I'm coming from? So once you get down to the taxes and the income, you realize this right here. It's set up in a certain way to where the people is not able to love each other. Because material things are created, right? Invented, however you want to say it, right? So it ain't no difference in this right here is what I'm saying. Back in 1989, well, I'm gonna go back in 88. And I'm not saying that I'm correct with what I'm saying. I'm just shooting a number out there, right? Back in 1988, 89, gas prices was what? 98 cents probably. Probably a little less, a little higher. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say somewhere in that range, right? You can go off in the store and get you a can of pop for 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a good Sprite, a good Coke, Dr. Pepper, 50 cent cans of pop, you know? Then you can go off in the store and get you a good Snicker bar for 50 cents. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm going to jump from 1988 and come on up here to 2026 right now today. The same Snicker bar is $1.50 that we was paying 50 cents for, right? The same gas that we was pumping in our car that we was paying 97 cents is $4 now, right? The same pop, like I say, we was buying for 50 cents. They're $1.75 now. Shoot, the 20-ounce bottles is almost $3. You know, we was getting 2 liter of pops back in the 80s for $1. 2 liter pops is almost $5 now. It's the same pop, same bottle, same everything. Ain't nothing changed but the name, dates, and the time, right? I explained to you guys about not able to opening up the gift that's inside you, right? I don't think a lot of you guys understood what I was saying. So I just broke it down to you guys about the switching of the prices of what we was paying 50 cents for, now we pay $2 for, right? So then I ain't been told you guys about the material things that they keep inventing too, right? So, you know, let's say this. The same place where they was making cars at back in the 80s, they was getting paid $7 an hour for making this car. You know what I'm saying? They building the same type of car with a little extra stuff added on to it, you know? But today, they getting paid, let's say, $20 an hour. Rent was $50. I ain't gonna say excuse me, cut that out. 3-bedroom houses back in the 80s, $700, I say. $800, anywhere from $700, $800. Now anywhere now, today, 2026, 3-bedroom houses, $2,600. Same house that we was paying $800 for. I explained to you guys about not having time to open up the gift that's inside you. This is the reason why no one have time to open up the gifts that's inside of us. They're raising prices on everything, making you work extra harder to build and work, do the same things that we was doing in the 80s, you know? And I'm gonna give y'all an example of what I'm trying to share with y'all. And this is a true story when I'm finna share. Me, myself, I look within me, meaning I believe I am a God, right? I got a partner of mine. He go to church every Sunday, faithfully. You know, he's in church. He's sending me scriptures every Sunday. If he ain't sending them to me every Sunday, he's sending them to me every other day. You know where I'm coming from? But this guy look without. He don't look within him. So he prays to something outside of him. You know where I'm coming from? I'm sharing this story for a reason now, so check me out, right? So he comes to me and say, bro, and I'm just gonna use this as an example. He says, bro, can I borrow $5? See, I keep trying to tell you guys that once you find what's inside of you, it's directions and instructions. God love, God heal, God help, God give, God forgive, God understand. So I understand, and I give, I heal, and I forgive. You understand what I'm saying? And I love those who probably don't love me. You understand what I'm saying? So I share that to say this. He said, let me get $5 and I'll give it to you tomorrow when my check comes, right? So I give him $5, right? And when I give him this $5, he walks in the store, he say, drops the $5 and wasn't able to get what he went in the store to get, right? God inside me for heal, forgive, love, and give, right? So he comes right back to me. Hey, bro, man, I don't know what happened. I guess when I walked in the store, you know what I'm saying? I dropped the $5 and I don't know what happened. So, man, I still wasn't able to go in there and get what I want, you know? So I said, here, take this $5 then, man. So you can go in there and get what you need to get, right? God in me allowed me to do that without even looking for nothing back. You know, if he gave it back, that's what I call a blessing. If he gave it back to me, because he probably would gave me the $5 back in a time when I didn't need it. You understand where I'm coming from? Or I probably needed it, however it may go, right? But anyway, right? I give him this $5. He goes to the store. The next day come, right? This is the day now. He got to bring me $10 because the first $5 I gave him, he dropped it. You see what I'm saying? So I gave him another 5. So now he's supposed to be bringing me $10 the next day. I don't hear from him. I do not see him at all. So I text him. He don't even text me back. You know where I'm coming from? So the day after that he's supposed to come bring me my $10, he didn't bring it, right? Like I said, I texted him, he didn't respond back. So the next day, this is what he done. He sent me a scripture without giving me my $10. God in me, God that he believed outside of him, right? This is the difference of it, is what I'm trying to share with you guys. Do you see the separation that how it take place? See, God in me, like I say, it's directions and it's instructions. I heard when you live in this life in survival mode, there's no instructions. And sometimes you don't even have a direction. You know, so if haven't found what's inside of you, you're searching for things that's outside of you. You know where I'm coming from? So I'm sharing this story with you guys for this reason right here. And it's a message to my partner, you know. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you how to do it. The truth is what sets you free. You know where I'm coming from? And if you read, you'll understand this right here. Jesus even told you to look within you. That's what Jesus even told you to do himself. He told you to look what's inside of you if you're trying to find life. You know where I'm coming from? So I'm going to share this with you. When you're trying to change your life around and you're trying to become a better person in life so you can receive the type of blessings that you're supposed to receive. My opinion, and I ain't going to say my opinion, this is what I done. Let me show you what I done. I took time within myself and found what was inside of me. You know where I'm coming from? Once I found what was inside of me, I started looking at myself as a God. And once I started looking at myself as a God, it's a direction and it's instructions to that. Let me say it one more time. Once I started looking at myself as a God, I found instructions and a direction that I'm supposed to be walking in. And that's the path that I'm taking today. So maybe that's what you need to start choosing instead of looking without of you. Because all this time you keep on looking without of you and you keep making them same mistakes. Maybe it's time for you to look within you so you can receive the directions and instructions to your path. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm going to get on up off of that. You know what I'm saying? We finna talk about old Charleston White, man. Yeah, man, we got Charleston White say he finna call the police on Young Thug. Oh, Younger Thugger. You know what I'm saying? YSL. He called YSTL. That's what he called him. He said YSTL. Yeah, man. Charleston White said he finna call the police on YSTL, man. Yeah, he said he was at the airport. And old Young Thugger walked up to him and said, man, hey, you better watch your back, man. We got something for you. So old Charleston White said he seen one of those fat boys sitting over there in the corner clutching on his little gun and stuff like that, you know. So sure, he said he woke up that next morning and called his lawyer. And they finna start filing charges on old Young Thugger. So Young Thugger, man, you already on probation, right? You threatened somebody while you on probation, right? What I'm not understanding about you. Well, let me cut that out and scratch that out. I am understanding about you. Because if you real about this life and you know what this life is all about, then there's certain things that you're not going to do. And there's certain things that you're going to do when you're really about this life and you really ain't about this life. You know what I'm saying? So Young Thugger, man, they done already showed you about your little old clique, man, already, man. When they got you boys in Atlanta, man, your whole clique started telling, didn't it? I said out of 50 of them, only 5 or 6 of them stayed down. Everybody else started telling. So I'm going to say this to you, Young Thugger. When Charleston White pressed them charges on you, right? He said he got a picture of the fat boy that got the gun. You understand what I'm saying? Who had the gun, I mean. You on probation. You're not supposed to be around guns, and you ain't supposed to be threatening people. You understand what I'm saying? So now, if he got this picture of this guy who had this gun, you don't think if they go get this guy to testify against you that he had a gun with you while you was at the airport, that he won't tell on you? to save himself? That's what I keep on talking about. Some of you guys that get this money, I guess that's the whole reason why y'all get the money. Because if you give it to somebody smart, smart things will be happening. I guess if you give the money to dumb people, a lot of dumb things is going to keep on happening. So I guess that's the reason why we keep seeing a lot of dumb things happening. Because a lot of dumb people with money. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to say this, Young Thugger, man. You better get some people to call Charles the White Man and see if you can slide him $1 million or something under the table. And understand what I'm saying? See if he won't call them cops on you. Because something like this, man, this right here, they already told you if you violate your probation, you got what, 10? I think they said 20 years on paper. And after that, they can six you all the way back and you have to do them 20 years that you got on paper inside that can. Man, you better send that boy $1 million, man. You know what I'm talking about? You better send that boy $1 million, man. Yeah, I'm going to get off of that and I'm going to get on this right here. Okay, see. Well, we finna get on today before I get up out of here. We finna talk about these guys. Well, not all the guys. Some of these guys today. Giving a bad example. You know where I'm coming from about what real is. You know what I'm saying? So these little kids just looking up to what real is, not able to see the real people or even talk to the real people. Because people looking like money today. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah, you got people looking like money today. And this is what's crazy to me about these guys. I ain't gonna say all you guys, but some of you guys out here that look like money, man. If it wasn't for the wife, that you niggas need to cut, scratch, delete that out. If it wasn't for the wife that you brothers got today or have today, y'all wouldn't be doing none of the stuff y'all doing today, man. And the crazy thing is this right here. When I see some of you guys posting stuff on Facebook, right? You got people in y'all's comments calling y'all rats and snitches and all kind of stuff, you know? But then you got the nerves to some of you guys, and I'm not talking down on nobody. This is nothing to be where I'm talking down. I'm just 2 + 2 = 4. I'm just telling the truth right now. It adds up, you know? Then you got these same guys that will get on the rap songs and make the world believe that they the realest person or they clique is the realest clique that survived Oklahoma City. And this is the crazy point to me right here, man. When them type of people like that see real people out there riding around or see them posted up somewhere, boy, they got a big old smile on their face. You know where I'm coming from? They got a big old smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's how they get their passes, you know what I'm saying? But if they was saying some of the stuff that they were saying when they come see real people, they wouldn't have passes that they have today. So they smiled on real people's face. I guess that's what they say when they say fake people buy positions. And I'm not calling nobody no names. I'm just saying what I'm saying. They say fake people buy positions. Real people earned them. You know where I'm coming from? So fake people had to buy them. I guess that's the reason why these cars are so clean and these big old necklaces is on their necks and these big old watches and diamonds is all around their wrists and stuff. You know where I'm coming from? But what they ain't understanding is this right here. Real, recognize, real. Let me say that one more time. Real, recognize what's real. And here's what makes it so real right here. When you support these brothers that's calling themselves real, right? You might buy something from them to support them. You know where I'm coming from? The day you buy it, you get them, you pay them and everything. You know, you get your items that you get from them. You know what I'm saying? The first day you try it on, buttons may come up off of it. You know where I'm coming from? You don't call the guys and complain to them about, hey man, I just spent some such type of money with you. These buttons is falling off certain things, or the belt buckle is falling off the belt, or you understand what I'm saying? You don't even complain about it. You know what I'm saying? You just find ways to go get a fix on your own, or don't worry about it and go buy something else from somebody else. You know where I'm coming from? But this is what kills me at. Well, it ain't gonna kill me. This is where I guess I have issues with certain you guys that's calling yourself real. When I see y'all out here on that flamboyant type stuff, you know what I'm saying, hollering this real stuff y'all hollering, talking about everybody else who don't look like money, you know where I'm coming from? The items that you guys are selling, let me tell you again, buckles and buttons is falling off of them. But ain't nobody confronting you guys about that. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it on the low. Well, I guess it's maybe time for the wise guy to start putting names out there. You know where I'm coming from? Because 2 plus 2 gonna always be 4. And it'll never be 5. Real recognize real. And y'all already know I'm the walking truth. Let me say it the right way, because I don't think I said it right. I'm the walking truth. I know a lot of y'all. Y'all know me. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not play this talk about the next person because they don't look like money. Not everybody is blessed with the same gifts. So therefore, what you may be able to see, the next person may be able to feel. You understand what I'm saying? And this is wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, leave comments. And I'm the wise guy who wants was the fool. I swear to God. On my blunt. And I'm up out of here. Ha ha.